Welcome back to Tomorrowaday Farms, guys. Today we're going to work on some white tortillas. You can have tortillas in 30 minutes. I am making them in bulk today for the freezer, so I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do that as well. Alright guys, we are going to do them in the KitchenAid. You can do this without a KitchenAid, just so you know. So in my bowl, I've been making tortillas. Like I said, I'm making a lot of them. So in my bowl, I have 4 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. You can make tortillas without baking powder. I just have zero luck making them that way, so this is how I do it. And then 2 tablespoons of room temperature. I'm gonna get that going, guys. Back you guys up a little bit here. Room temperature lard. I start with 1, and I give the flour tons of air, and that gives you a really fluffy tortilla. So we have 1 tablespoon in there. We're gonna add another one. You are gonna want to use a lot of lard, guys. So I take out a whole brick when I make these, and just go from there. So I have my whisk attachment on right now. I will transfer over to my dough hook. Once this becomes like a crumbly, almost like you're doing a pie crust, but not as much crumble, okay? It'll stick in your hand a little bit. So you do want to kind of get it going a little bit. And then once all that lard breaks down, we're going to add boiling hot water. I start with 1.5 cups. Some days I need just that. Some days I need 2 cups. So you're going to have to kind of work on that variant in your home. But the lard is very important. I would not make it with shortening. I would only do it with lard. But if you're not a lard person, I've never done it without. So if you do it without lard, you're going to have to let me know how that works. So you're just going to want to break it up just a little bit in your fingers. Make sure everything is well combined. I have 1 dough ball already in the oven just with the light on. If my light would stay on. But, because you want to keep your dough balls warm. Especially when you're making large batches. So now we're going to put the dough hook on. Okay, just going to close this, lock it. I have my boiling hot water here, and I'm going to slowly add it into the mixture. Give it time to incorporate. This texture is not like a bread texture. You're going to want a little more water in your tortillas, okay? Because you do have to let them rest just like you would a bread. Now see, I've already used 1.5 cups, and I'm going to need more, so I'm going to be using probably close to the full 2 cups. You want it very wet, okay? Because what you're trying to create is a masa. Very gently. And you want it wet. And when I'm going to pause you guys, take you guys over to the other counter. I'll show you how wet it is. I'll be right back. Here we go. So, as you can see, the dough is very wet and sticky. Okay? Because I made these last night. I had fresh tortillas in under 30 minutes. It was amazing. Alright, so now you're going to want to take your flour, and this is why you want it a little bit wet. And you're just going to knead it very gently. You want to knead it almost like a biscuit dough. And you're just going to want to pull it and push it. And this, and like I said, this is why you want it a little bit wet, is so that you can add this little bit of flour in it to do the kneading. Okay, so I'm adding probably another 1/3 of a cup to my board here. And then I have on the side here, I have a little bit of lard, and that you're going to need on the side. I'll show it to you. It's right here. And that is what keeps your dough ball nice and moist. And as you can see, it's just beautiful. Like, it's a gorgeous dough. And we're done. Look how gorgeous that is. Look at the pull on that. It's great. All right. All right. Give me 1 second to wash my hands. Alright, so now you're going to want to take your lard and you're going to want to warm it up into your hands, like so, and you're going to want to coat that dough ball in that lard. You want to make sure this is done really well. Okay, look how soft, and let's see, make sure you guys can see that. Look how soft that is. But you definitely need that lard, guys. Alright, I'm going to make a few more of these balls, dough balls, and then I will bring you back when it's ready to do the next step. Alright guys, so here's the dough. I am going to measure mine. I'm going to do 60 grams. You know what? No, we're gonna, yeah, 60. Now, if you're doing it at your house, you can definitely do just 12 equal ones, okay? Now, I will confess, my dough has been sitting a little bit longer than I like, but we stopped and had lunch, so. Alright, I got enough balls here to show you. Now, I'm going to move the camera, guys, so you guys are going to see this half. I'm just going to pick you guys up, move you around here. Okay. So, in here, so you want to take your dough ball, okay, and you want to cup your hand. And you want to turn it. Like so, okay? I have on my stove 2 cast iron pans on low, okay? So then we're going to set that one off to the side. We'll do one more. And my dough is just beautiful. Okay. So I have my hand kind of cupped like that. And I'm going to get all these cut. You should get at least 12 per batch. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to show you. No, actually, guys, I'm going to cut them all and get them all rolled, and then I'll show you the next part. Alright, guys, so now you're going to want to take your lard again, put it in your hands. You're going to want to remember which one you started with, okay? So you're going to pick up that dough ball and you're just going to roll it in your hands. And I'm just going to put mine on a cookie sheet. And then we're going to start rolling out these delicious tortillas. Because, guys, honestly, homesteading is not just about raising animals. You got to know how to use certain things, right? And that's what I'm trying to help with. Because honestly, it's a lot more than that. Or you just want to be frugal and not buy this kind of things at the store, which we definitely do not want to do. What's this one? Okay. Yeah, and it seems like an awful lot of lard, but lard is actually, your body can handle the lard. Okay? Shortening, your body cannot handle, it cannot work through that. And you need to make sure that your tortillas are staying nice and moist. I keep adding to my bulk batches back here. Okay. Alright, guys, I'm going to wash my hands and then we are going to get rolling. Alright, so I'm going to grab my first dough ball here. And I have a bowl here full of flour, and you're going to want to take that dough ball and press it in. Press it in again. Knock off any extra, and then you're just going to want to work the edges just a little bit. A little bit of flour on my board here. And when you take your rolling pin, guys, you don't need to put that much pressure. And you just move it, trying to keep your circle. They're not always going to stay perfect, okay? Like so. These will go out to about 10 inches, give or take. And they freeze fantastic as well. Turn it over. Now, before you put them in your cast iron pans, I would not do it in a non-stick pan. I was told never to do that. And you want them pretty thin. And they are like, you can work these, okay? So don't be afraid. And if you tear it, just put it back together. They can take it. So I roll as I'm cooking. If you want to roll a bunch, just be really careful not to get too far ahead of yourself, because they will dry out, okay, once they're rolled out. So there's about your size. There, okay. You'll see it better in the pan. I'm going to move you guys over to the stove. And we'll get cooking one of these up. Alright, guys, we're going to put it in the pan. My pans are on low. So, I'm gonna get, so this is a 12-inch skillet. So now you can see the size of the tortilla. And I'm just gonna keep rolling here as that one cooks. It only takes about 1 to 2 minutes each side. And that's what I kind of like about it, because then I can keep going and doing a tortilla each time. And I try to knock off as much flour as I can before I put it in the pan. And I made enchiladas last night with these. And there's nothing left. As you can see, they will start to bubble. I use my hands to flip. You can use tongs, you can use whatever you want. And then over there I have just a tea towel that I'm going to cover them with. And then I'll put them to 12 in a bag. And we'll be done. As you cook them, guys, you guys will get to see your texture. I may have to turn my other burner on. And you might, with your cast iron, you will have to wipe it out every once in a while to get rid of that flour, or it'll just burn. But you don't want to overcook them at this point. So there you go. So they're nice and fluffy. I'm going to put that over there, cover that up. I'm going to get this other one rolled out, and then I'll bring you back when I'm all done. Alright guys, so here is the final. These have been overnight in my fridge, okay? And I just wanted to show you, even overnight in the fridge, look how easy they roll. Look at that. And you can leave these up to a week to 2 weeks, depending on your refrigerator, obviously, and how you pack them. But these are the white ones, and then I tested a batch of whole wheat ones. This is a test batch, and they turned out fantastic. We made burger wraps out of them last night, and here's the whole wheat ones that I test batched. If you guys want to see a video, let me know it down in the comments for the whole wheat ones. But these are the white ones. They're beautiful. They handle very, very well. And here in Ontario, 8 to 10 pack of tortillas are anywhere from $5 to $7. So, and then I just fold them over and put them in the freezer bag and then pop them in the freezer. Or I put them up for sale on Facebook Marketplace or whatever I'm doing, you know. But the cast iron does a beautiful job giving you that nice tortilla look. But anyways, guys, that's my video for today. Just so you know, we have started an Instagram, so down in the description box is our Instagram. Just click on that. And I think that's about it for updates. We will be back doing more videos. Like I said, with lockdown, frozen pipes, we had a lot kind of going on. So I couldn't really do videos very, very easily. And I wasn't really cooking that. We were eating soups and stews and things like that. Just putting them on the fireplace. But anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. If you make tortillas, let me know. I will leave the recipe down in the description box. And I think that's it. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. And I'll see you super soon. Bye.